I'm making another video because I kept getting either messages on the forum, comments on my blog, or emails about designing, not really actually doing it, but actually figuring out how to do it. So I thought I'd show you the #1 most important must-have, cannot live without tool to designing not even a whole cloth, any quilting motif I would guess, and here it is right here. You know what this is? It's a very sophisticated piece of technology here. It is a $3 sketchbook from Walmart. And mine is filled with lots of stuff. This is the border. This is what was the border on my baby quilt that I did. See, lots of stuff that some of it good, some of it bad, some of it ugly, like everything on this page. There's a wiggly line. I thought I'd show you. This is actually this right here. This is how this whole cloth began. This sketch right here, and this was. You see this line down? You can barely make out this line down the middle. This is my symmetry point, so when I put it together in Photoshop, I can flip this way and mirror it. Lots of problems with that. But I was still working, so then I came up with this, which is, this is the sketch that I used to eventually do these motifs. Just much, I think you can see them better, not stitched. That turned into that. And this was another one I was working on, but it was too pointy. I actually kind of like this one better, but whatever. It was too pointy, and I was having trouble. It had problems. I'm not going to go into it because it would take me forever. Then this was my original border idea. See, there's the point of flipping it over. But it is very hard to draft a full-size border on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So what I ended up doing was taking that original idea, and you'll have to forgive that this is such a mess because it has been well used, and I drafted it onto that top edge is 40. This is 12 inches wide. Mark that, and then did it again and again and again for the border. But it has the same symmetry. Flip it over. Those where the corner meets. That's where the corner. Those where the corner meets. I do good in English. Okay. So from there, I needed background fillers. I have pages and pages. This is another motif I was working on that I ultimately decided against. I was trying to go with the fleur-de-lis. Like it kind of, sort of looks like a fleur-de-lis, which I based off of that, sort of. Another motif that I vetoed. Veto. This almost ended up in the border. It was going to be broken up into 10-inch sections and have 8 across the top and 8 across the bottom and 8 on the sides, and I wasn't marking all that. Screw that. I'm not down with that. This was going to be a center section, but I decided I wanted more background quilting. I think this would have been cool because I could have put this. It would have been big though. It would have gone underneath and little bitty feather, row of feathers, but done to death. Done to death. This is me working out a background design, and what I like to do is, it's easy to butt up against these lines. You know, whatever, no big deal. But my thing was trying to figure out how to get it to butt up against the echoing I was doing around the feathers in red. It's really nice. It takes a ridiculously long time. This is something else I was trying. See how I put X's through stuff just to remind myself that it looks like crap. This is, see this right there? Ah, look at that, huh? You like that, huh? Me too. I love this corner thing. It really worked out well. I actually drew out a square and divided it because I wanted it to be very precise instead of just making an arbitrary line and then designing around it. This I love. I love this. But at the time, I couldn't figure out how to make these little question mark things consistent. So there's a couple in here that look kind of weird, but this will most probably end up on the on this whole cloth in one of the background areas. I really, really like it. It's based off of Sharon Chambers' Spirit of Mother Earth quilt, where she just has the little question marks and they're echoed, but I added the pebbles around it because I'm a sucker for pebbles. You know how I am. Yeah, so that's it. That's a little bit into the let me correct myself, because I'm sure there's people that would be gasping in horror at how this is done, and God, this is a pain in the ass. Okay. But, peek out my quilt, y'all. I'm at the halfway point, almost, kinda halfway. And I just noticed today I'm not going to unroll the quilt, because I would be horribly embarrassed if anybody actually saw this, because I have no idea how I'm going to fix it. I have, a straight line going across the center. It's actually rolled up underneath there because this is quilted. You know, it's basted down a little further. I have a straight line coming off the quilt, and it is probably about 2 inches on one end, and then it meets up towards the center of the border. So my quilt that I've spent 11 hours marking and like 20 hours quilting thus far, maybe 20, I don't know, maybe that's being a little generous, is on the frame 2 inches crooked on this end, which probably I could work around if I wasn't doing straight lines in the border. So I have a very bad feeling that once this is done, I'm going to throw it in the closet and never look at it again. But maybe I can hide that, do some kind of clever kind of, I guess I could kind of sell my soul to the devil and ask him to straighten it out for me. But yeah, whatever. I mean, it's a quilt. It's not the Sistine Chapel yet. So yeah, see, I did so good. I steamed off my marking so you could see the quilting better, and then I lint brushed it, kind of. But you see how, I guess you can kind of see right there, see how this part's poofy? Once this is all quilted down, this is going to pop my feathers up. It's going to look great. You know, even if it's definitely not square on the frame, which I'm still going to blame on Hinterberg. I'm still going to blame them. Pretty much anything that happens in my life, I'm going to blame them for it for the next 10 years, or until I make the money to pay out this piece of crap and then raise the money to buy a new machine somehow. So yeah, there's my quilt. Kind of coming along. It's been a week. I remember I put it on the frame on Saturday morning. It is now a week later, Saturday night. Pretty happy with it. Look at my little things up there. I like those. I like those. And I was thinking that that's like an insane background filler, but honestly, this section right here is the only big space where it's going to be. Because everything else, like, you know, the feathers butt up kind of close. You know, it'll be all in here. And the straight lines out here, and I'm doing pebbles inside here, and I'm doing pumpkin seeds with pebbles in the inside and here. I think it's going to look really good. I'm happy with it. You know, almost there. Getting there. I know that looks really bad, but it's because my batting's all messed up underneath. Don't think that I work miracles, because I don't. Yeah, that's it. Whole cloth. Video number 4. Peace out, y'all.